part 2, right? Because I'm mechanically challenged on a lot of things. So I like to use the grater this way. That way I can cut it faster, and at the last time too, I can eat the last piece of cheese when I'm finished grating it, okay? So like I said, I've got this whole block going. And here's the last piece. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my cream cheese mixture. Just like that. So I want to go ahead now and add some garlic. Well, again, with one of my very first favorite Pampered Chef product. And you just drop your garlic in there, peeling it all. And when you push it through, there out comes all that fresh garlic, okay? We've got the handy little tool in the back. You can scrape that off there. And then pull out all of the skins on the inside. So you never, ever, ever have to touch that old garlic, okay? So I got a little bit more garlic I want to add. Do about 3 of them. I do 4 if it's pretty small. They're pretty small. And I don't know about you all, but if you cook with fresh garlic already, one of the best places I have found that has the best fresh garlic is actually Aldi's. So I don't know if you shop at Aldi's or if you have one close to you, but start buying their garlic there if you cook with garlic, okay? Okay, so again, the little brush side of it right there, you can actually use that to push through to clean out those holes, because I wish I could tell you that they just, you know, rinse a little water over it and they automatically are fine. That's not the case, okay? Okay, so I got my cream cheese, I've got my mozzarella, I've got my garlic. I'm going to add 1½ tablespoons of our Herbes de Provence seasoning. Now this is the kind of seasoning, if you eat at an Italian restaurant or you have an Italian dish, a lot of times they use this and it has that really unique taste to it, and more than likely when that's the case, it's the seasoning, okay? So I usually use this when I'm cooking some kind of Italian pasta, that kind of thing. Okay, so we're gonna add, like I said, 1½ tablespoons. Go ahead and kind of mix that up a little bit. And then I want to add a 1/4 cup of mayo. And I have the 1 cup measure all cup. It already has the mayo in it, but I also have the 2 cup here because I wanted to show you what it does. If you're not familiar with it, you can use these cups to do liquids or solids, okay? So with the liquid side, you would use the blue measurements, and then you'd put your liquid right in there. You can see there's the little spout. Measure it to a cup or whatever and just pour it in, okay? I like to use it mainly for solids like mayo, peanut butter, honey, brown sugar, sour cream, yogurt, things like that that are sticky is what I like to call them. So you'll see it's got measurements right here. You just put it to where your measurement's going to be, like I did for my mayo, and then you just push it out, and you don't have to scoop out any kind of measuring piece whatsoever. It's got it all right out of the measure cup, okay? All right, so the next thing I want to add to this is my chicken, but obviously I'm not going to add my chicken like this. So I want it cut up in chunks, like bite-sized, shredded, that kind of a thing. In doing so, before, I would put this on my cutting board, take a fork and a knife, and just cut it up in chunks like that. Not anymore. Now I use the wonderful salad chopper. Yes, I know, this is not salad, okay? So I'm just going to take the salad chopper. Sorry, that's my dog. She's probably barking at a fly. And I'm just going to go right into the chicken and easily cut it into chunks, and to shred it if needed. If you're making something where you really want your chicken nice and finely shredded, you can easily do that with our salad chopper. And I honestly don't know who named this thing at Pampered Chef, but they really dropped the ball on it. I think it should be called the Cutter Uppers or the All-Purpose Chopper or something like that. Does it work for your salads? Of course. You could go ahead, take your head of lettuce, go ahead and cut it into like 3 sections, put it in your bowl, and just start shredding away. Especially if you're doing like tacos and you want really shredded lettuce for your tacos. It's perfect for that too. Okay, so for the most part, it's pretty shredded. Hopefully I got all the chunks out of it. But we're going to go ahead and add this to the cream cheese mixture. Give it a good stir. Okay. Again, I really wish you guys could just smell this because, wow, we need like smell-o-vision or something like that, right? Okay, let me stir that up just a little bit more. It's nice that the heat of the chicken kind of really makes it easier to mix up at this point. So it's not really strong, but it's just enough to get it mixed up really, really good. Okay, so the last thing that I want to add is the tomatoes. And I have a container of grape tomatoes, and I want to slice them with our quick slice. This is a great product when you need something sliced all at one time, like an onion, a tomato. You can use it from anywhere from strawberries to eggs to mushrooms. It is wonderful. And I will tell you a tip on mushrooms too. If you buy whole mushrooms and slice them yourself, they have a way better taste and texture and flavor than the kind that are pre-sliced for you in the store. Okay, just a little cooking tip on that. But for my tomatoes, my little grape tomatoes, I'm going to put a handful of them on the bed of the slicer. Just kind of like that. Okay. Then we're going to just go down, and these are like a whole bunch of blades in there. And we sliced them all at once, and then we're just going to put them right into our mixture like that. So it's a really quick way to go ahead, like I said, and get things sliced. You can use it also on zucchini, olives. What else have I used it on? I'm trying to think what I've used it on at shows and stuff. But yeah, it's amazing. It's very popular. A lot of people love the idea that, you know, it's not going to take them very long to cut something. And also, it's a good product for kids, too. Older kids that want to cook in the kitchen or help prep. Or like I said, that you want them to help prep, okay? You need a little help in the kitchen getting dinner on. All right, last round here, I believe. So look how fast that was. Tomatoes do kind of splash on you, so, you know, just FYI, you've been warned, okay? All right, so we've got it all in here. We want to gently stir our tomatoes in our cream cheese mixture at this point. Okay, so nice and mixed up in there for the most part, right? Okay, so like I mentioned earlier in the video, and hopefully it didn't cut off. I have a feeling it might have. I might have to go back and redo the beginning. But earlier I mentioned that you can finish off this recipe 2 different ways. You can finish it off in the oven, or you can finish it off in the microwave. Okay, so let's say I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay, so the great piece that I'm going to use for that it's actually our large serving bowl, okay? So this is actually stoneware, and stoneware is a wonderful piece for your kitchen. It goes 2 places. You can use it in the microwave and the oven. Stoneware typically looks like this. It's a very natural clay, but with this particular piece, it is all glazed. So basically you have the same benefits of stoneware, but in this beautiful glazed piece that actually is like the concept of oven to table, meaning you can make this really beautiful dish and then take it right out of the oven and set it out on the table, and it's a beautiful presentation piece, okay? So what we would do with our mixture is we would go ahead and just spread it out on the bottom, and then you would take a loaf of French bread, okay? Just the whole loaf, it's not cut or anything like that, and you're gonna take it and cut it up into slices, you know, quarter it if you have to. Then you're just gonna go all the way around the mixture so it's the outer part of the bowl. Okay, you want to spritz your bread. We don't want it to get burnt or anything like that. You want to oil it is what I mean. Then you're going to put it in the oven for 10 minutes at 425. Okay, and then when you take it out, it's going to be nice and warmed up, and it's going to have that toasted French bread on the outer part. And it's just a delicious, hearty appetizer, right? Okay, and we'll talk about what that is in a minute too. Okay, but for today, for what I'm going to do for you today is I'm actually going to go ahead and put this dip in the microwave, okay? No bread though, okay? So the piece that I'm going to use for that is our Rock Crock. And the Rock Crock is a huge power horse for your kitchen, okay? What that means is that it is so versatile, okay? Every kitchen, I feel, should have a Rock Crock because of its versatility. You can use it in the microwave, you can use it in the oven, you could use it on the broiler, okay? You can ground your beef or anything you want to on there. Then you can also use it on your outdoor grill. Yes, I said the outdoor grill. That I don't do, right? The outdoor grill. And of course, you can also use it in your broiler in your oven, okay? And it is dishwasher safe. So it's literally like the one pot wonder, because you can make things in it from casseroles to desserts, to frying simple things in it, to baking simple things in it. I mean, it is literally amazing, okay? So if you decide to try one and you love it, and I know you will, you need to go ahead and will it to somebody in your family because they're all gonna fight about it, okay? So what I'm gonna do for the microwave side of it, I'm gonna go ahead and add the entire mixture into this Rock Crock, and this piece is the 2.5 quart. Okay, so we're going to get it all in there, and now this obviously will not have the bread on it. So this is like perfect for like if maybe you want to serve it on crackers or even like tortilla chips or something like that. You definitely could do that. So for the microwave version of it, you would just get it all down there and spread it out. You know, ta-da. And you're going to put the lid on it while you microwave it. And anywhere it's like 4 to 6 minutes, so I'm going to do 5 minutes in the microwave. So if that's the technique you're doing, and if your family's like my family, and nobody eats at the same time, I would take that out of the microwave and I would put it in our slow cooker stand. Okay, so that's this guy right here. It can utilize our Rock Crocks either as a slow cooker or as a warmer. Okay, I'll probably get that a little closer now. Okay, so just like that. So it works on 2 of our pieces. This is the 2.5 quart, and it also works on the 4 quart Rock Crock. So I love this because it has taken the place of my crock pot. I can make something in here, slow cook it during the day, or I can take something like I'm going to do with this dip, set it in here and keep it on warm. Okay. Also, I love the fact that I can use my Rock Crock by itself, doing what it's doing, whatever I need, or I can turn around and combine it with the slow cooker stand and slow cook something or keep something warm. Hence, I got rid of my crock pot because I feel like in my kitchen you have to earn your real estate. So, you know, I got rid of that to make room for my slow cooker stand. And the slow cooker stand is so light, it's not heavy or anything like that. So that is our recipe for tonight. Comment and tell me what you enjoyed the most. If you would love this recipe, if you would like me to send you some so you could taste it, right? Okay. Also, too, this is a great recipe that you can make for the holidays, for football season, for Super Bowl parties, and even into Valentine's Day. It's a great little recipe. It's considered a hearty appetizer. So basically what that means is that it's a dish, it's a recipe that you can treat as an appetizer or also as a meal. Kind of like when we go to the restaurant and we order the appetizer as our meal. That's the same thing. That's a hearty appetizer. So also too, if you think that you would want one of these great pieces, definitely let's talk and look at the host rewards, because we have some great stuff coming up in January and in February. And also too, if that's too soon for you to have your own show, we could definitely do into March. And March comes out the new spring products too. So let me know what you guys thought and if you enjoyed the presentation, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks a bunch.